Good morning, guys. Ashley here. Just out burning the last little bit of the brush so I can get this fire pit, what's left of it, uh, cleaned up, and we're gonna get rid of it and get the backyard, get help to get the backyard back in shape. Also, while we're out here, I got my dogs playing in the water. I always like to keep the water hose handy, and let me show you what these guys love to play in the water. I keep the water hose out. I wet around the fire pit and areas that I think might be possible to catch on fire if an ember gets out or whatever. We try it. We've never had anything happen, but you never know. So I try to do all the safety measures. But you can see these guys are loving playing in the water today. And that means I wind up with two very wet dogs. That means they have to stay outside till they dry off as much as possible before they can come in the house. But this is our favorite game to play with the two of them. And so I get the brush burned, I get my dogs bathed, so to speak, and everybody has a good time. But hey, guys, what I was hoping we could talk about today in the video is movies and TV shows and how they affect our moods, how they make us laugh, how they make us cry, how they get us all fired up. When we watch like an action film or something like that. And hey, all right, now mommy's getting wet. So I know a lot of us try to keep the phone from getting wet. A lot of us suffer from anxiety, maybe anger management, depression, things like that. And I'm no stranger to that. Been an angry person most of my life. Not afraid to admit that because it's been a problem. And I found out that after I was ready to admit that, hey, all right, that's it. Mommy's getting wet. Y'all need to take a break. After I was willing to admit that it was a problem in my life, it's cost me a lot of things. Sorry, guys. I got the phone wet here. There we go. That I finally went to seek help and found out that a lot of these things are caused by a chemical imbalance in our brains or whatever, and there is help for that. So I take a couple of different medications, which really help. I've seen a psychiatrist, which really helped, but my psychiatrist says we're doing good, so it's just going to be an as-needed basis, which is fine. But I've worked really hard over the past 10, 15 years to battle this and to be a better person. And it's not that I haven't had Christ in my life. I've always had Christ and Jesus, God, in my life. But I had to get help with the anger management, with the depression, with the anxiety. And one thing I found that really helps when I'm having a bad day, besides my babies, because they are a big help, I love them so much, is a good animated movie or a cartoon. So I find myself watching a lot of cartoons, some really good animated movies. Oops, now we're going to get smoked out here. And some of my favorites, Kung Fu Panda, Shrek. Those are really good movies, cartoons. I like Paw Patrol, Alvin and the Chipmunks. I know Kung Fu Panda did have a cartoon series for a while, but that's gone off the air. The Loud House, and as you know, there's just many shows like that you can choose from on Disney. Sorry, guys. And Nickelodeon and other channels to watch. It just helps me decompress at the end of the day, or even during the day, now that I'm not working anymore, to lighten my day, to make me laugh, basically take all your cares away. And like I said, there's a lot of good movies that do that too, and they don't necessarily have to be animated. I know a lot of people like the Hallmark Channel. They have a lot of really good stuff. Lifetime, things like that. But how do movies and TV shows really affect you guys? I know when I watch crime movies or action-packed movies, things like that I get hyped up. I know for some people it may lead to going out and doing things they really shouldn't. I know there's a lot of violent stuff, a lot of really violent stuff, Thrasher stuff, whatnot out here on TVs, shows, and movies these days that I think can influence people to do bad things, to do things that can be harmful to others, to animals, to the environment. You know, just you can think about it, and you can just list off stuff I know in your head that people can do after watching this kind of stuff. You know, and it's up to you to what you watch, what you enjoy. But for me, I know a good Disney movie or Nickelodeon cartoon or any of that stuff makes my day better, makes me feel better, calms me down, takes the anxiety away, and helps me to want to get out and do positive things with my friends, my family, my neighbors, and it's just made my life better. I know for some of y'all there's a lot of good Christian movies out there, and I like a Christian movie every once in a while, but I know y'all can't see it, but there's a little sweat bee hanging around checking me out, checking out my colors today. But I work hard every day to be a better person, to do good things for my environment, my community, and I get more pleasure out of watching. I know they have a system rating, say PG-13 and below, like G, any of that stuff. Just because I get more out of it. They usually have a good message. They're calming. And so, you know, think about it. Think about how these things affect you and affect your day. We could also relate that to music. I thought it was funny when my mom told me one time years ago that when I was driving, depending on the song that was on the radio, if it was an upbeat, faster song, then I would drive faster. And if it was a slower, song that I would drive slower. And so I think music has that kind of effect on people. It can get us hyped up. It can get us motivated. Not always for good things. So we have to be careful with that. But, just take the time to think about that, how it affects you and the people around you. And, the choices that we make in these areas, what do they do in our lives? How do they affect us? How can they help make us a better person from day to day? But, you guys share with me movies you like, things you enjoy watching, maybe music you like to listen to, and let's talk about it. Let's share and see how we can make our lives better. All right, guys. Hope y'all have an awesome, awesome day. Ashley out. I'll talk to you later.